Hi, everybody. My name is Lori DeMike, and I am an independent consultant with Epicure. Love this company. Just kind of came across it the end of January. Loved it so much that I jumped on board to be a consultant on February 1st, 2 days after I'd heard of it. I've been trying to live a clean, healthy lifestyle. COVID kind of derailed me. And when this was introduced to me, I was like, I can do this. I used to make food videos for fun because I do love to cook, but I love things that are really good for me too. I have a husband who has diabetes. We did the whole low carb keto thing for a long time. Yes, I lost weight. Yes, I found it again over COVID, but he would never even try anything that was artificially sweetened. So when I came across this and I found out that it's all gluten-free, it's all nut-free, it's all low sodium and low sugar. If there's any sugar in it at all, it's organic cane or organic coconut. It really can fit into anybody's lifestyle. And I want to explain a little bit about what Epicure is. This has been probably one of the most difficult things for me is to try to explain Epicure. And the best way that I can explain it to you is that number one, we have time-saving cookware. You can cook a whole chicken in a microwave in our multi-purpose steamer in 20 to 25 minutes, depending on the size of the chicken. If it's a 3-pound, it's 20. My husband bought me over a 5-pound one. It was 25. Anyways, you can cook a chicken in the microwave and it's not rubbery like usual. There's something about the way that they've designed the bottom. And if you look at the multi-purpose steamer, you will see that there's like ridges and then the lid has like these little curves in it. And I think it's just amazing. And the chicken was delicious. So we have a whole line of time-saving cookware. A lot of it really lends to portion control, like our little muffin pans or our perfect petites. You can make things to control your portions, which honestly, let's be real, no matter what diet plan you're on, portions is what matters. And I mean, I don't think that we have to give up any kind of real food. I don't personally want to have a lot of sugar because it's very inflammatory. So this really fits into my lifestyle awesomely. Now, I will tell you that I do try to stay low carb. So what I do is, like, for example, this is our pulled pork meal solution. What our meal solutions are a combination of seasonings that give you a flavor profile that is perfect every time, okay? Now, they're super flexible. So this one, you can choose whatever kind of meat you want to put it on, but it's going to give you a barbecue flavor. And it calls for 1 cup of ketchup, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of brown sugar. I use brown sugar swerve and I use no sugar added ketchup. You can do what you want to do, but that's what I use. A lot of times, some of the recipes will call for soy sauce. I usually use coconut aminos if I have it. Or I use soy sauce, but it's super flexible. Only 2 products that we have any meat ingredients in them. So all the rest of them are vegetarian, and that is the Nourish broth. It has a little bit of chicken flavor in it, and the beef stroganoff. And the beef stroganoff has beef flavor in it, but it's made from a real cow, okay? So all of our products, except for, I think it's 8 to 10, I have a list, can be made vegan if you choose some of the Beyond Meat products, the Gardein, the tofu, the Morningstar stuff. You can really make it what you want to make it, okay? So I'm going to explain a little bit about these. This comes in our, we have the best place to start, honestly, the best place to start is the 3 weeks of meals. And it gives you 15 different flavor profiles that you can find out what you like, because then you can restock with, sorry, I'm trying to find the page here. You can restock with what your family really, really enjoys. it works out to less than $3 per serving, and that includes the groceries that you have to buy from the store to complete these meals. Now, obviously, if you're buying filet mignon and not, here it is, and not sirloin or whatever, then it's going to cost a little bit more. But the average is between $1.20 and $3 per serving. Every packet makes a different amount. The minimum amount of servings is 4. This one's 20, okay? Because this one packet will do a 5-pound pork shoulder, and you'll have 20 servings of pulled pork. Now, you can use half the package on a smaller one. You just use half the package. Or what I like to do a lot of the times is I'll go ahead and cook once, and then I freeze some of that, or I portion it out for a lunch, okay? So in the 3 weeks of dinner, I'm going to just read off the ones that you get, okay? So you get the General Tao, you get the rotisserie chicken. Now that can be used on a whole chicken. It can all be used in the oven. It can be used on the stovetop. You don't have to use the steamer. Tomorrow night I'm making beef and broccoli, and I don't have the wok yet. So I'm going to use a Copper Chef something. Anyway, the enchiladas, same thing. The recipe, they all give you a core recipe on the back of the package. No guesswork involved if you're that person. But you can totally make them the way that you want to do them. The enchiladas, the back of the recipe calls for a black bean. It's a vegetarian enchilada. I use ground beef, but I usually make it into a casserole. And it stretches. It says it's 4 to 6 servings, but it fed my husband and I for 2 days, and my grandson and one of his friends for lunch. So it is definitely more than that. You get the pad thai. You get the creamy Parmesan pesto chicken, which is my favorite, and I need to reorder. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I put roasted tomatoes in it and mushrooms. Oh my word, it's so delicious. You get the pulled pork. You get the beef and broccoli, the Thai red curry. Again, it's a flavor profile. You can choose what protein you put in it. Okay, you get the tacos. We have a few different taco options. This taco is our mildest. We have a taco seasoning, that's medium. And the poco picante, which makes amazing salsa, is hot. I just use less of it in my crushed tomatoes to make my salsa. All is well. And I'm kind of a wimp anyway. Sweet and sour stir fry, which is delicious. I made mine with chicken and broccoli. It was so good. Butter chicken, that gives you an Indian flavor profile. You can make it with chickpeas if you don't want to do it with chicken, and have it be completely vegan. The crispy, crunchy lettuce wraps, you can make that, again, any kind of meat that you want, or any kind of meat replacement. Alfredo, the Alfredo is basically the sauce. It's delicious on anything. It's delicious on fettuccine. It's also delicious on zoodles if you want to incorporate that into your lifestyle. The Donair is like a gyro, and I have made that both in the loaf form and sliced it with my electric knife. And I've made it in the crumbled form like tacos. It's delicious. And the buffalo wings, which has a little kick to it. And again, put it on whatever you want. Okay, so that's the easiest way to start, is to get those 15 products and to try and then build on that. Maybe order yourself a dessert too, because they are awesome as well. All right, so the General Tao, I'm just going to show you how this comes. This one says it makes 4 servings, and it has soy sauce, ketchup, water, chicken, a little bit of cornstarch. I have found that I can reduce the amount of cornstarch, and it's all non-GMO cornstarch. There's no GMO cornstarch in anything that we make. It's really clean ingredients with no added artificial flavorings, dyes, or sweeteners. Just none of the crap. And it really does fit into any clean eating program. There are groups that have Weight Watchers in Epicure. There are groups that have keto in Epicure. There are groups that have low carb. And it's just a fun, easy way to get a huge variety of flavor profiles and not be stuck in a rut anymore. And most of them go from raw to ready in just 20 minutes. It's pretty amazing. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll be happy to answer them. Y'all have a great day.